How's it going? My name is Caanan White, and I'm the lead art editor at the Rippaverse. I chill out, watch the breeze go by, and enjoy cool comics. No, I'm an art director. And what that is if you can think like those companies where they make a product and they make sure it looks good, it works good. That's basically my job. Make sure the art is at a standard all across the board. Same style, same quality. Any tweaks and adjustments that need to be made to inform the artist so that they can make those adjustments and make it better. So that is my goal, and also to just help that artist really maximize their potential. So yeah, that's what I do. Really, honestly, I think it was through somebody else's stream, because I wasn't an avid channel watcher person, like watching people's live streams and whatnot. And I had heard of Eric, but I hadn't really watched his content. My family, mom, dad, brother watched him more than I did, so they would tell me different things. And then, like I said, through somebody else's stream, kind of got connected. And I think I reached out doing a text or something about doing some work for him. So that was kind of my introduction. It wasn't I didn't have a long-standing connection, but I could say that knowing him now, I feel like I have. But yeah, it was more so just through somebody else's stream I'd seen him. Yeah, it was Superman. I can't remember the story arc, but I think it was when he left the planet for a while and went to fight with Guardian. And I think for whatever reason, he lost his powers. But I remember grabbing it, not so much for the story, but I was studying the muscles and stuff, the anatomy and all that. So yeah. If you didn't get it from my earlier question about the first comic book I've owned, Superman. To me, I think what stands out to me is not so much the strength. I mean, that's dope. Don't get me wrong. Speed, when you're maybe 2-3 steps behind the Flash as far as speed, until the Flash hits the speed burst. But that's saying something. But what impressed me most about Superman, and I remember seeing this during, it was a 9/11 tribute, and people were doing different pieces of art. And so they drew a picture of, I think it was Alex Ross, he drew a picture of Superman staring at this mural of office workers, EMS workers, cops, firefighters. And he was in awe. And he's like, oh man. He's like, they're amazing. And it always blows me away that as powerful as Superman is, that his desire is to aspire to be what humanity is. To him, that is the ultimate power. That is the ultimate hero, because they endure just everyday life. And so to me, Superman is one of those iconic characters that will never grow old. He'll always be here. And then, growing up in the 80s, seeing Superman, the movie with Christopher Reeve, just sealed it to me. He truly was Superman, to me. And so that will always be an indelible mark on my mind and my heart as far as my favorite superhero. So there's a lot of good stuff. Other than our own, the Rippaverse. Back in the day, if you want to read a story that's ain't a little bit. Say that. It's really gritty and intense. Years ago, I used to work at a place called Avatar Press, and they created this story called Black Summer. When I read that book, it totally turned my idea of what superheroes should be on his head. It was written by Warren Ellis, so go figure. It was already. He's Warren Ellis or Garth Ennis. I think it was Warren Ellis. But that alone was already like the catcher. But the story was so good. Like, I'll just describe like one of the first few pages of the book. You see this character's name is John Horace, and he's in all white usually. Well, you see him walking across, looks like this field, and you're like, where are they? There's buildings in the background, and then as the scene progresses, you see that he's actually walking across the White House lawn. You're like, okay. And then, it cuts to something else going on in like the city at the same time. So you kind of figure they're in Washington. And they'll say, okay. So it cuts to something else, and then it cuts back to him, or cuts back to the White House, and they're inside of the conference room, and in walks John Horace. But this time he's covered in blood. He's like just saturated. And everybody's gasping like, oh my God, like what happened? And he takes the podium, stands at the podium. He was like, I just want you to know I just killed the President of the United States. Any questions? I was like, what? So from there, it's just a cascade effect of just like how the story unfolds. They have a couple of books. I think one other one's called No Hero, which was really good too. But Black Summer it's an old one. It came out probably early 2000s, but I definitely recommend that story. It was amazing. Either chilling, hanging out with my kids, fam, or drawing other stuff. Or gaming. Yeah, I try to do some gaming from now and then. My kids always laugh because I have a ton of games that I haven't finished. And like they're all in different stages of of completion. Some are at the very beginning and some are like just near the end. So we always get a laugh at that. But yeah, I try to. I'm a hermit, man. I try to get out, but I'm a hermit. I'm a homebody. So yeah, usually I'm chilling or something around there. Heck no. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. I'm going to say that again. Pineapples do not belong on pizza. People have tried to say these different things about how it tastes and that, you should get the tons and blah, blah, blah. No. Repeat. Pineapples do not belong on pizza. Amen. Thank you, ma'am. And good night.